how to play the guitar and sing at the same time. So that's the topic we'll be covering. You'll probably meet our dog, Maggie May. I don't know if she'll come say hi. Maggie, you want to come say hi? Come on up. So Maggie May is the official mascot of Relax Learn Guitar. Oh, she's so tiny on the screen. There's a little delay. And we joke and say the two old fat people have adopted the skinny rescue dog. So she's been really good. And you may see her, or you might have seen her already if you watch any of our videos. We usually hang out on Facebook. I see some members from Relax Learn Guitar tonight. What's up, Brad? And saw Ken earlier. I don't know if he's still here. And Joseph as well. So good to see you guys. And tonight we're going to be doing a little live lesson here on YouTube. So there is, and there's some new things happening. So in addition to not doing a live here in a while, there's also super chat and super stickers, which YouTube names everything super, I guess. But if folks want to use those, we greatly appreciate it. Those funds would go to help us make more videos for you guys. A live wire says, I'm a he. Maggie rules. Yes, she does. Maggie May. Homage to Rod Stewart there. Oh, Miss Diana's here. Blueser 100. Good to see you. Finally made it. Oh my gosh, we had so many issues with trying to get this thing going, so hopefully it all stays together and works out, and we're happy to be here tonight with you guys. So if you have any questions, you can pop them here in the comments, and we'll definitely get to them. If you, just keeping up. It's like distracting to watch the chat too. So I'm Kevin from Relax Learn Guitar. I help folks that are over 40 learn how to play the guitar. Also run a membership called Relax Learn Guitar. Some of the members are here tonight. I'll talk about that a little more later in this live stream. Tonight's topic is one that I put out a community post and asked folks what they'd like help with, and this is a pretty common one. And the first person that answered is pretty much the one I was going to go with this topic. So I get asked a lot, how do you play guitar and sing at the same time? And I'm going to go over some tips for you guys to use to help you with that. What's up, Mr. Mike Smith? Good to see you. I love it when the members have migrated over to the YouTube platform. So the first thing I want to say about playing the guitar and singing at the same time is to keep this in mind. You can only do one thing at a time. And for me, no matter how hard I try to do more than one thing at a time, which believe me, I do, it's not a possibility, it's a myth. So keep that in mind as you're learning how to play a song and sing it, because you can only do one thing at a time. I'm going to kind of go through the order that you might want to follow to get to that final product, doing one thing at a time. So keep that in mind. The first piece of advice is to choose an easy song first. So the song I'm going to use tonight, just as a little bit of a example, is a little You Are My Sunshine, the Johnny Cash version, if you guys, I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan. So you want to pick a pretty easy song right out of the gate. Not saying that you can't work your way up to more intricate guitar playing and singing at the same time, but you want to keep it simple first. So pick an easy song, or pick one that you're really familiar with, the words and lyrics with maybe. And then number 2 is you want to listen to that song a lot. And when I say listen, it's not just kind of like you're, hanging out in the car or working in the yard or washing dishes or whatever you're doing. You really want to listen. And one of the cool things about playing the guitar is it does help you listen to music in a different way, and a much more in-depth way. The Mags. Now we have a nickname for Maggie as well, the Mags. And Mike Gregory's here. Good to see you. From Georgia. So you want to really listen to the song and listen to it a lot, and you want to pay attention to where the chord changes kind of are taking place and kind of guess those. You want to pay attention to the lyrics and kind of where the syllables and lyrics fall with the music. You want to listen to the tempo. Is it a fast song you're going to learn or a slower, more laid back song? And you want to have that. Those are things you want to do before we even start to try and learn how to play. So let's say that you've chosen a song and magically it's You Are My Sunshine by Johnny Cash. So you listen to the song a lot. You next want to listen to kind of the guitar part specifically and try to break that out and listen to what just the guitar is doing, even though there might be drums and bass and, you know, strings and piano and other vocals. You want to really try and hear the guitar part. And then you want to start working on that. So you're doing all that before you ever start working on the guitar part. And the first thing with the guitar part is usually, the way I kind of teach things is you want to learn the chords first. So in this Johnny Cash tune, we've got an A. I play the A chord a lot like this. It's I call it the easy way to play. It's a little mini bar, so I use my index finger and I just bar over strings 4, 3, and 2 with my index finger. And then I don't worry about that first string, it just gets muted and doesn't really ring out. So you have an A in this song, there's a D, and there's an E. So for whatever song you're playing, before you even kind of launch into learning it to sing and play at the same time, you want to be able to play the chords of the song really, really well. I mean, so well you can close your eyes, play the chord in whatever order, without even looking at your hands, ideally. You don't have to, but if you know the chords really well, then it's going to really help that you don't have to, you know, that one thing at a time I talked about, and cross that off your brain's list. Got the chords down, don't have to worry about that piece, on to the next thing. So once you've got the chords of the song down, then the next part's usually, if you've picked a pretty easy song, is the strum pattern, so you want to get that down as well. And then you're ready to kind of start doing the things that will help you play that song and sing as well. So what you want to be able to do is to play that guitar part along with the record. That's kind of where I usually start. If you don't own a metronome, you'll hear me preach about getting a metronome. You can get one for free online or an app. I just like the clunky plastic metronome analog version. You can use that to you know, play along with the song, or if you need to work your way up and kind of start slower and move up to the tempo of the song. The other thing I tell people, oh, there's a gnat in here, is that when you do this, when you're gonna, let's say we're gonna play, you know, You Are My Sunshine and sing it, you don't have to worry about being exactly like whatever artist that you're playing a song of. You can make it your own. It can be slower than the original song if that's how you're gonna play it. I tend to play things fast, so it might be faster. It might not be exactly the, you know, same way that person sings it. It won't be, because, you know, we're all individuals. So don't get hung up on this has to sound exactly like the record, but playing along with the record, once you've kind of used your metronome, is a good way to practice. So you can just shut your door, turn the record on, I always say record, whatever, stream it, whatever, that's probably what you're doing, and play along with the song. You want to be able to do this while you're doing other things. So kind of tip number like 5 where we're at is you want to play along with the record, and then you want to be able to play that song while you're watching TV, while you're reading an article on your phone, while you're talking to somebody in the room. You want to be able to do those things so that you have a good piece of being used to playing and singing while there's other things going on, because you might think when you're playing and singing for others that that's the only thing that they're focusing on. It's all about me, right? So I'm at my parents' house, so my dad had a birthday. We went over there this past weekend, bust the guitar out. My brother likes to sing. We're doing some stuff, and there's, you know, Vicky and Kathy over here having a conversation, and then, you know, Scotty, my dad's talking to somebody on the phone, and we're playing. So it's not like, unless you're maybe on stage and someone's paid a bunch of bucks to see you, typically when you're entertaining folks, there's other things happening, so you have to kind of work your way up to getting used to doing, you know, your thing while other things are going on around you. Enric's here. Good to see you, Mr. Enric. Hope you're doing well. Enric's a member at Relax on Guitar. Let's see, we got Michael Gregory. Did I miss anybody? Gary Taylor. Here, finally made it. Hello to all. So you have chosen an easier song. You got the chords down cold. You're able to change those. You're able to play those with your eyes closed. Get the strum pattern down. You're playing along with the record. The next thing you want to do is kind of then take out the record part, and you're kind of practicing that with other distractions. One thing I tell people to do is then, once you've done that for a while, listen to the song again. And this time, you're going to really listen to where the vocals are. So first, you want to get the guitar part down. One thing at a time, learn the guitar parts. Next, you're going to listen to the song and really listen to the vocals and pay attention to where changes happen. I do that a lot by kind of the words and syllables in the song. The melody, the beat of it. So you're kind of listening it all in a different way. So the first time you're using your ear to hear the guitar piece. Second time you're going to use it to pick up the singing part. And then what really helps me is even though any of us can, you know, take a phone out of our pocket and look at the lyrics to whatever song you want, I find that it really helps me to write the lyrics down. So good old pencil and paper, get out a pad of paper. It's old school. So when I was growing up in the bands I played in, there was no internet. You basically put the record on and lift the needle up and write down the words that they just said and put the needle back down and write down the rest of the words. But I mean, it really helps to actually write down the stuff that's going to help you memorize. So you're kind of having a way to automate the chords and the strumming. Now you need to have a way to automate the words and the lyrics and the melody, really. So writing things down is kind of a good tip there. It wasn't really on my list, but as I'm thinking about it.
Richard Fisher's here.
Mr. Fisher, good to see you. Awesome. So you've written the lyrics down. Now you're going to then play the song and kind of hum along. Don't worry about getting all the words right, but you really want to kind of focus on the melody piece. So it might be, my humming is super low. Like if I hum, you probably won't be able to hear me. But if I'm working on a song, and I've got my A and my D and my E chords down, I might just go, So humming it kind of takes the pressure off of like, oh, I got to get the lyrics right. And it puts the pressure on the next part you're automating, which is the melody of the song. Because believe me, if you get the melody right, you can flow up the words. Just keep going. Like I said, unfortunately, not all eyes are on us when we're playing. We think they are, but they're not. Something called spotlight syndrome. You think everyone's paying attention, but they're usually not always doing that. So you want to hum along to the song so you can have that melody working. And then once you've done that, you're going to sing the song, but you're going to mute your strum this time around. So we're really just kind of individualizing things out. So you've got your chords and then you're going to hum. Then you're going to sing the song, but just mute your strings with your fingers. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. And if you don't sound great, don't worry about it. It's all about having fun. We're just going to make up words to lyrics now. Brad Davis, I like the writing lyrics down. I think forgetting the lyrics is my biggest hang up. Well, other than playing on time. Yeah, that's huge. And what I've noticed, like from the singers and the bands I've been in, is the good ones, they've done their homework, but they also realize that when they flub things up, it's like you don't skip a beat and you just keep going. same thing as if you're playing in a band and you mess up pieces, just kind of, try to get back in the groove and get going. So yeah, the writing things down has helped, and I've seen singers that are really good at what they do. Now, when you're going to a concert, let's say you're, trying to think of who's been, I don't know, it seems like they're shutting everything else down again. God forbid. But yeah, it's been crazy. Garth Brooks just canceled his entire tour, which was really bumming my brother out, who had tickets to the Cincy show. Anyway, when you're going to see a Garth Brooks, he's probably not making a lot of mistakes, but he's also got a lot more hours under his belt doing his craft than you and I do, where we practice a little bit during a week so we can get ready because we know there's a family get together on Saturday and I want to be able to have something prepared. Garth isn't in that world. Those guys live, breathe, eat, and have done this for a long, long time. I mean, how many times they sang these songs? So you're going to mute your strings and sing the lyrics. And it's all a progression. Like, this isn't something you like, oh, I'm going to learn how to sing and play this song. And then tomorrow you're playing and singing that song. I mean, you could, but you're probably going to put some time in with it. Oh, Chris Stapleton's in Tampa. Are you going, Brad? I think Chris Stapleton is amazing. Oh, he's so good. All right. And then finally, not finally, because I got some tips with you after this, but finally you're going to sing along with the song, and you've kind of done the, work up until now. Now you're going to kind of take a little break. You've worked with yourself and your guitar. Now you're just going to turn the song on again and sing the song along with the record, which is what we all love doing anyway. So do that in your car. Don't worry what it sounds like. That I should have said at the beginning. In addition to not being able to do more than one thing at a time, the other thing with this is the more you do play and sing at the same time, the better you're going to get. And don't worry about what you sound like. If you like doing it, then do it. That's my advice.
He's not going.
Oh, he's not going. Bummer.
Tennessee whiskey.
So, oh yeah, Tennessee whiskey's a good one. Just learned starting over. Oh, that's a good one too. So now you're singing along with a song, and then next you're going to get back to pick your guitar back up, and now you're going to, add it all in. So you're going to play the chords. You're going to keep it simple and do all down strums. Now there's, I like this strum pattern with the You Are My Sunshine song, but if you're first starting out and you're learning it, I recommend just doing all down strums. So more like this. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. So don't worry about the strum pattern as much. You want to be able to do all down strums first, and that's going to help build the confidence of getting the chord, the melody, and the lyrics all kind of together. Then you're going to play it as it is, like how you want it to be, and you can start out, like I said, slow, and you can sing songs slower than they were written or performed, and they're going to be fine. But you're going to kind of choose there, like what tempo are you going to work up to. Fire Away is a fun song. Ooh, I don't know if I know that one. I'm going to have to check that out. So now you're at the point where you're playing the song as is and how you're going to be performing it. And when I say performing, it doesn't have to be for an audience. It can be just for yourself. I mean, I love just my guitar, playing and singing in my room. I don't care if there's other people around. I just like doing it. So the other piece of advice I have is another big one. And if you're a member of Relax and Learn Guitar, we just put this out there for members to submit videos. So what I'm going to tell you is going to be a little nerve-wracking, but one thing you should do if you really want to get good at the playing and singing at the same time, once you've worked through all these tips, is record yourself. So set the phone up, get it going, shake out the willies, get a couple good breaths in and just record yourself playing and singing the song that you've been working on. Watching that video back can be it can be scary, but it is a great way to really see where you need to kind of focus your attention.
Randy made it.
Randy Cruz, what's up? Good to see you. So you have the video now, and then for members, we've asked them to submit them. Had some fun. There's some really good submissions, and hoping people send in some more actually. And then kind of the final that I have there, Steve Merritt. I've been working on your drink of, oh good, tutorial for a little while now. This info will be very helpful. Yeah, so Steve, what I recommend you do, if that's when you want to tackle to play and sing, is just kind of take these tips back, and it's all about breaking it down. It's little baby steps. You're building a little brick at a time until you get the house built. You can't start with the roof. So yeah, Randy's saying hi. So record yourself, watch that back. It's good, good way to learn a lot of information pretty quickly. And the other kind of bonus stuff I kind of already mentioned. It's like, you know, when you mess up, just keep going with the melody and rhythm. Those are the most important pieces. I guess the biggest thing to remember is like the guitar part. You need to have like the guitar part like 100% down. So ever how you're going to play the song, you want to have that guitar part really solid before you then add in these, you know, listening to the lyrics and the melody and working on the words and all that. You really want to have the guitar part down cold. Let's see, Michael Gregory, do we have in our song list Funny How Time Slips Away? Oh, I don't think so, but I can add that one. Can you email me or message me so I don't forget it? Mike Smith, the more beer I drink, the better my singing gets. Hey, welcome to music, Mike. That's how it usually works in the bars too, so. I forget who it was. I think it was John, really early on in Relax on Guitar. He's a member, and he sent me a message. I love getting messages from members about what they've done and how well it's gone. And he sent a message about playing guitar with his son, actually. And he was very excited about it. And I think they were doing Wagon Wheel or something. It was amazing after we had our second margarita, too. And I'm like, yep, it always greases the wheel. Live Wire says he sounds good after some drinks too. All right, so want to just thank the DD Kids Place for the first ever super chat. I'm not sure if that was a super chat or a sticker, but thanks for supporting our channel. We appreciate it.